Anna Christina.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Dish. I'm your host, Anna Christina. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guess what? It's Frist Friday. You know what that means. I've been joined by Holden usually, but joining me today is a special guest, and that is my husband, Ryan. Thank you for joining me.
So happy to be here.
Now, it's been a little bit, right?
Yeah, well, I saw you this morning.
Well, you know, but on TV.
Now, you usually don't sit this far away. I don't know how this is going to work.
Right, do you want to move a little bit closer to you?
On top of me while we're watching TV.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, don't tell our secrets. All right, so usually what Holden and I do is we have a table talk discussion. So we're going to be talking about blended families a little bit later. But first, I thought we'd have some fun and play a little game of Family Feud to see how good you are.
All right.
See whether or not we need to go on that show. Is that cool?
Survey says.
Survey says. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the question on the screen. I'm also going to put up the answer so you know whether or not he's right or wrong.
All right.
All right, we're going to call you out a little bit. Okay, so.
But you also at home have to try to guess too.
Exactly. So. Okay, so all you have to do is give me the top two answers for this one. When people were polled, they said this the most. Okay. Name something that cost more money if you have a daughter instead of a son. Top two answers?
Wedding and prom.
He was right on the wedding. Prom, essentially, you're spending money on clothing. So that would have been the second one.
Exactly.
So half and half. All right, you got wedding right.
1.5.
Yes, okay, 1.5. Okay, so number one answer for this one, people said this the most. Name something that people just cannot hold on to. Answer on the screen.
People cannot hold on to, oh my goodness. Why am I thinking of a water balloon? That's terrible.
That is terrible.
Things that are slippery.
Steve Harvey would have had a really good joke for that, but I don't. It's money.
Money, they can't hold on to money.
Okay, this next one you should get. So you have 6 chances, 6 answers. Name a word that people yell at their dogs.
Buddy. That's my
No,
dog's
that's the
name.
name of our dog.
They yell at their dogs?
Yes.
Come.
No.
Here. Come here right now.
Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and move on. It's no, sit, stop, down, fetch, bad, hello.
Gosh, Buddy's, he's always running off.
No, usually
here,
I'm the
buddy.
one screaming at him. Okay,
right.
So top two. When people were polled, they said this the most. You're so bad. Okay, name a tiny creature that frightens big people.
A mouse.
Okay.
Or a spider.
Spider.
Spider's definitely one. A roach.
Yes, but that's not one of
Little
it.
things?
Yes.
Little things that
So
scare big people.
another top one that people would be afraid of. So you got spider, right?
Spider for sure. I said mouse.
There's something you're kind of scared of.
I'm afraid of mice, to be honest with you.
Snake!
Snakes.
Okay.
They're not as small as...
Last one. You're doing okay, 50%. Okay. So this is easy. It's only one answer. Or name the top one. Name a state that gets a lot of tourists.
All right. So if we're honest, I already know the answer to this one, but what did I say? I said it was...
Florida.
Florida.
Wah, wah. It's New York. Okay.
New York.
So I don't know if we should go on that show. I don't know if we do well or not. Okay.
Survey said everything that I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That was fun. All right, so I thought we'd do that before we talk about blended families. Sometimes in blended families there are quite a bit of feuds. We both come from blended families.
We do.
And I want to focus on that a little bit because it can be, there's a lot of different dynamics when it comes to blended families. Sure. And I think that I think children have a hard time too being thrusted into this position. Tell me your thoughts and your feelings about that.
Well, obviously we both went through it, and then now us having a son, I tell you, one of the things we discussed the other day, just watching him and seeing how healthy he is just to say, wow, he's not going to have to go through that, because we're committed to each other, and no matter what. Not that we don't have feuds. You know what I mean? But,
What? Fight? Who? When?
Care about each other, and you move through it. And it's going to be nice for him to be able to have that consistency. So I think of that word consistency, and when you get a blended family, a child grows up,
There's something foreign being thrown in. Not that humans or people are foreign, but it's just a different person that you're not used to. But that's also not to say that you can't get used to that situation. Right. We both did. I love my stepmom, Elizabeth. Shout out to her. And Rowena. amazing women, but it is kind of tough for the children too sometimes because they're having to get used to that situation.
Well,
I think it's possible.
And I do think that sometimes they may actually see two people love each other, and they never got to see that before.
Exactly.
You know, and sometimes their situation was a bad situation.
Yeah.
And then they get maybe a stepmom or a stepdad that comes into the picture that treats them the way that they
really is a parent who nurtures them and loves them. That's right. I think one of the things too, I think some advice and tips is if you have multiple children or if you have children coming together from both families, I think it's important to always, the same rules apply to every single child, because if not, then you kind of get the battle and the tension between, and it almost pits the parents against each other. And so parents, be on the same page. That way you don't run into that situation.
Team. Be on the same team.
Exactly. Be on the same team. So, team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Team.
Okay. All right.
All right. We do that kind of stuff at the house.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Nerds. Okay. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we're actually going to be highlighting a local woman who's an author who writes about blended families. Plus,
I'll be picking your birthday winner.
All right. We'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Dish. I'm Anna.
And Ryan, husband of Anna.
We are hosting today together. He's filling in for Holden, but we just got done talking about blended families, and it's now time for Community Connection, brought to you by Marshall Pines Alzheimer's Special Care Center. Shout out to them and thank you so much for all you do. Now, I wanted to highlight this local woman. Her name is Elizabeth Grisette Daniels. Hopefully I got that right. Now, she is an author. She's a member of the American Association of Christian Counselors. She's on the counseling staff at her church here in the CSRA, and she actually wrote a book called Kicking the Step Out of Mom. And what she wants to do is basically give away building blocks for successfully raising a blended family. And so it's just an amazing way to teach about love and patience. And so you can actually purchase her book. All you have to do is go to kickingthestepoutofmom.com. It's $10. Goodbye.
Come on.
Not expensive at all.
Go get it.
Go get it. So now it's time to highlight everything that's going on within the CSRA. So why don't you start?
Yeah.
What do we have going on?
July 15th, there is a camp that you want to know about. Coach Furley, he'll be hosting it. It's the ASAP Performance Camp, and it's at Lucy Laney at 9 a.m. Kids 5 to 18 years of age, and they'll be working on physical fitness. And you can register at Even
Event. There you go. Now he can't read off.
Bright. Eventbrite.com. There you go.
You
search Coach Furley.
There you go. Speaking of camp, you're hosting a camp.
I own a sports training facility called, I was going to not plug it in, but since we're here. Athlete Sports Training Academy. You can go to athleteacademy.com.
You did me a favor filling in. You can do it.
Yes, and so anyway, we've got a sports camp July 10th through the 12th, 3 days, and that you can register at athleteacademy.com, and that's going to be $100. 3 days, 4.5 hours a day.
There you go. Hey, you pay more for a babysitter.
I enjoy it. I like babysitting the kids.
And they get to learn cool sports. Okay, so also July 20th, happening in Aiken, Augusta AD Pi Alumni Association is hosting the Sip and Sass Gala, benefiting Augusta Ronald McDonald House. And the theme is Christmas in July. And you can get tickets at AD Pi Augusta, or you can for ticket information, you can email them at adpiaugusta@gmail.com. Right. What else is going on?
July 21st through the 23rd, there is a free, can I say free again, community-wide gospel music workshop. So go to Good Shepherd, or it's at Good Shepherd Baptist Church, and you can pre-register for that before July 19th. Go to goodshepherdaugusta.org. and just click on events and get registered. There you go. And then one more, July 29th, Happy Bones Band will be performing at Stillwater Tap. Now this band has been performing together since 1996. It's led by Woody Wood, aka Judge Wood. And speaking of bands, we have a band joining us today. This is the first time they're on the dish. They're called Stink Bamboo. We're going to be talking to them, or I'm going to be talking to them. He's leaving me. I've got to go home. And they're going to be performing as well. But first, we got to pick our birthday winner. Yes, we do. So, happy birthday to who? Let's find out. Happy birthday to you.
Let's find out if it's you.
Mr. or Miss. Let's see here.
You can go to thedishon6.com. Also, enter in your birthday. You can win one of these along with other dish
Notice
swag.
I'm mixing it up really,
Yes.
really well. And I've got one. Patricia.
I don't even understand my own handwriting. I think it's Ertrell. Or E-R-T-E-R-L-E. She's turning 52.
Ertrell.
There you go. Congratulations, Patricia. And hey, I have to give a shout out to Ada Felton. She entered her birthday and she's turning 94.
94.
That's amazing. She's lived a wonderful life, I'm sure.
And she entered that on
And
the computer.
well, I don't know if maybe she did or somebody else
Somebody
entered
else
her.
did, maybe.
Yeah, isn't that
Anyway.
cool?
But happy birthday, Patricia.
Yes, happy birthday. Congratulations, Patricia. And also, happy birthday to Ada. I thought I'd give you a shout out. All right, do not go anywhere when we come back. Ryan won't be here, but I'm continuing with Awareness with Anna Plus, a musical performance. We'll be right back.